Welcome back, listeners. I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. Today, I have with me a special guest, Miss Kimi. She is the founder of Flight of Style. Kimi, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Robin. And also, hello, everyone tuning in too. So, my name is Kimi, and I found the Flight of Style, which is basically an image and style consultancy platform. So, what I do differently by helping individuals, clients, friends, strangers turn friends for their personal and professional branding. So that's basically what I do. I coach on appearance, behavior, communication, and the way how you can get that upgrade to life.
So, with the upgrade to life, would you say that you definitely help others heal with if they're feeling self-conscious about themselves, or they're feeling kind of down, like I don't know how to dress, or whatever the case may be? So, you help with things like that as well?
Yeah, I do. Aside from that, I help with the overall appearance and how you can get back on track and how to boost a confident self. So if you're feeling too, especially if you're feeling like we're feeling down, we feel ugly at times, we try to bring out that kind of confidence. But the thing that I usually like wanna tell tell everyone is you boost I'm going to help you boost your confidence, but you're going to remain the same. It's just going to be the same authentic self. Most people would like to think that, oh, she's an image consultant, and it's just a total change of everything that will go with your values, with the whole package, changes onto your face. They don't really have anything. It just depends on them. I want people to see that they can be themselves, their authentic version. Just a little bit a little bit of an upgrade that will help them boost their confidence enough for them to face this crazy world.
Yes. So, what's like the first thing that you work on with them to boost that confidence?
The first thing perhaps would be like I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be conversation, because I want to get to know what aspects in their kind of life that they need help with. It could either be for in the professional side, I get clients who want to ask help for what to wear to a certain event, what to dress, what to say, they're doing it right. On the personal side, I get clients too who ask help with their, well, for say, let's the last client I had would be a mother trying to help her a lot with her daughter. I get clients asking them to help them with a wedding speech. They're going to be a best man, like that.
Yeah.
How are they going to, it's their first time, and they don't want to make a fool of themselves, but still keeping it real and authentic enough that it's not scripted so much. So I do communication a lot with them because I want to know which parts that they need help with. And perhaps I go with appearance too. I go with appearance. I do the overall check. Okay, I give out recommendations from what they currently have. So I give out recommendations, and hey, it's nice that you have that, but you can try this. I do everything. I do help them with appearance, and three things it would be their daily routine, what they do, a skincare routine, and also what kind of clothes they have right now, what if it's helping them. And then I go on to style. So basically it's more on the appearance side.
Yeah.
So I give out a program to help them. It's like a checklist guide for them, to remind them.
Okay, and what about the body positivity, especially for women? If you have women who feel that they're too skinny, or women that they feel they're plus size and they don't feel that they look well, like how do you help those type of women?
All right, thank you. And then that's a really interesting question too that I love to share. That goes into the behavioral aspect. So just for everyone, no, I'm not a life coach. I'm more of
Mhm.
an image coach, but I learned these things. I learned to allow women allow women or men or everyone to first let them know what they are and who they are. Like,
Mhm.
I always want to tell them, you're the world is always changing and constant. We don't adjust ourselves to the world.
Mhm.
Rather, oh sorry, pardon me, that the world doesn't adjust to us. We need
Mhm.
to adjust ourselves to the world. So in terms of that, I help them make them realize, so that you're gonna have to be confident first with yourself. It's always
Mhm.
about boosting out that kind of confidence. So I don't teach values. I don't teach you
Uh-huh.
what to do. I don't even tell my clients to gain weight or even lose weight, because for me that's it doesn't go with my branding. It You have to be authentic enough. So when I see clients, I don't I hope that I could help and inspire them that you know everyone in this world is all feeling the same thing. You can either be, we're all gonna have to go with so many problems. So the least of your worries would usually be more on more on the way how we perceive others of us. So
Yeah.
it's always the mindset. It's about recreating that mindset that what I do is for you to realize an authentic version.
Mhm.
That's basically how I would approach the kind of clients who come up to me with these kinds of situations that they think.
And then, so like, if they're just, I'm trying to figure out like how to boost their confidence. So if they say, "Hey, I just don't feel that I look good in any type of color minus black," like, what do you, like, how do you kind of encourage them to? Well, maybe you should start wearing things like this, or like, what are your suggestions from that standpoint?
Okay, so usually what I would do for clients with that one, I would basically I would ask them, could you give me three choices though? And I can
Okay.
I can see that. So I need to have choices so I can be able to help. So usually I recommend this, and I need to know what's this for, what kind of event are we going to? Because I get clients too who ask me, hey, does this look cute? So we want to know. Some of them usually tell me, I love clothes. I love to shop. I want to buy so many of the clothes. Okay, but do we need it? Do we need it
Uh-huh.
now? Or do we want it? I mean, we're all guilty for that. There are
Yeah.
times like, we want to see like, oh, this looks cute. Is it going to be a one time thing? So in the kind of package or service that I give, I help clients do capsule wardrobing. So capsule wardrobing would be, to get a few pieces you need for in case of emergencies, certain events, formal wear, casual and lounge wear, and something that's uniquely your style. I let them find their style first. And if I also welcome and help them to with them giving me choices, I recommend like and
Hmm.
it, I recommend I study their whole wardrobe style too.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so the flight of style, how did you come across that name?
All right. Well, a flight of style would be because I used to be a flight attendant. I was in the airline industry.
Uh-huh.
And that was a good run in the airline industry, and well, basically, I left my job as a flight attendant because I wanted to do something better. I think that there's a whole bigger world out there than just flying around, and I dedicated so much time and committed time to help others in terms of boosting their image, personality development, all the behavior and communication. And I gave birth to the flight of style from the things all I learned from being a flight attendant. And that's the stigma where everyone thinks, right? Like a lot of people, when I wasn't a flight attendant before, I would always look up at flight attendants being, they move with grace. They're so elegant.
Hmm.
They all walk together, and then it's just a different kind of vibe. Like, oh, okay, she's like, it's a lady to a woman. It's
Yeah.
lady, so that kind of transformation. So I use the flight of style because well, technically from being in the airline, I still think that there is still a kind of, it's a flight when we
Mhm.
do image consultancy or image, like, a transformation that you guys want. It's like a flight and it goes through certain stages.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I know, I just want it to be a really good flight with no things, but technically I am going to help you get to that destination. So
Mhm.
that's basically what I conceptualize.
I like that. I like that a lot because you see flight attendants, you do feel that they just move so gracefully. The way that they're just their uniforms just I love it. The men and the women as well. I like that a lot. So so you basically are helping with event planning for what they should wear to certain events, not like just their everyday life, but your clients are mainly based off of the events.
Oh, okay. All right. So those would be for the kinds of I do mentoring.
Mhm.
So for my mentoring programs, I just it's more targeted. So I have them, or they ask me for a kind of service to help them with a certain kind of, project. It's like a project kind of base, but
Mhm.
I push for the a transformational guide, because there would be some who would ask me, I need help, I need you to help me, I think I need to, well, usually the kind of comments I'd get, I need a total transformation and I need help with clothes, like,
Okay.
my corporate, my corporate life, it takes a lot, or my husband wants to see me dress appropriately. Those kinds. I get
Yeah.
those, with that kind. So technically, I want them to feel confident. Everyone wants to feel confident with whatever they wear, but there would really be instances where there are some not to wear. There are some, like, things that you shouldn't wear in certain occasions. So I give out more on advices with what they can wear on their everyday.
Okay. Okay. And then, so when clients get ready to book you, what's like the first step? Like, what are they booking you for? Is it just like a general consult first and then you go into something else, or walk us through that?
All right. Okay. So basically, when clients, I do get consultations. Like, they
Mhm.
wanna I wanna know first, how am I going to help them? What
Mhm.
part of life do I need? Like, that's something that I can contribute to, because basically we just wanna get it ongoing, and like, okay, which part do you need help with? And then I recommend, okay, I'm gonna be here with you. I'm gonna
Okay.
help you. I'm gonna be in this flight with you.
Uh-huh.
Help you with the three thing with the three things that you want targeted. So we after that consultation, that's where we start. We go
Oh,
straight in. I get to know you. I get to know parts of your parts of your style, how you think. I just give out, like, I want to gauge for that kind of person. And
uh-huh.
then I go in with giving them the checklist guide. I call it like
Yeah.
a check. It's like, I know most of the terms that I use would be airline terms,
Uh-huh.
but having that checklist guide, a to-do list, helps you a lot with everything. And it just to remind you, that, okay, don't forget this. You just tick it off, and then let's see. So I have a three-step checklist guide. I target appearance first, because
Mhm.
that's for me. That's going to be the first thing that people will see, whether it's a physical or a virtual interaction.
Mhm.
um, Even if we don't speak, it's gonna be the first thing. It's my first impressions. First
Okay.
impressions, right? I mean, it takes like almost approximately like 7 seconds. So
Mhm.
for everyone's information there, it takes like 7 seconds for people to get a general idea or knowledge of you, and that is
Right.
without speaking.
Mhm.
So yeah, I go in that, and then I give out my an 8 look wardrobe look. That's the capsule wardrobing I do. And
Mhm.
then after that, I'm gonna go follow up on them and see, okay, how are we doing? What are the small wins we've done? And yeah, basically that's the first thing that I give out. And then if they want to book me more to help them, for with the behavior side and the communication side, and I go on and for it to help them, just to satisfy and make them feel confident.
I like that. And do you also help like accessorize when they're on a consultation with you?
Yeah, definitely. Like everything that, not just so in terms of everything in appearance, it's with the way you wear, what accessories that you could that you'd want to do, that you'd want to do for a certain look, the
Hmm.
kind of makeup, the kind of hairstyle, the kind, something that will make you, somewhat, dress appropriately. I know, present appropriately.
Uh-huh.
Depend. So just want to share, Robin. I had a client recently who he needed help because he was gonna meet his girlfriend's parents for the first time,
Uh-huh.
and apparently he wanted to ask for help because he was gonna propose as well.
Oh, yeah.
He was gonna propose, and I think it went well. I think it did, and it's something that I'd love to help because I didn't
Yeah.
know, he just he just basically reached out on me and just said, I feel like you're the kind of person that can help me with this. It's something it might sound silly, but I need help. I'm gonna propose to my girlfriend. And then, it's amazing, how the world, everyone's feeling this, and it's a big thing for him. And then first thing I said, I told him, I really appreciate you. I hope your girlfriend says yes, because you're putting effort into
Yeah.
this, putting effort into her, and for the family. You're
Yeah.
basically proposing to the family too. And it's
Yeah.
it's such a nice change. I mean, oh, like I said, I was like telling me, God bless you. I hope that there's so many men out, men
Yes.
like you, right?
Yes. That is just so sweet. I love hearing that. Like that, she definitely has a good one because a lot of men probably would not have thought about that. So that is amazing.
Right. And then it was the first time he was gonna meet with the girlfriend's family. So didn't really ask into the details, but okay. I went straight on, and I told him, okay, let's do it. And then he
Yeah.
did. He popped the question. I wasn't able to get back with him though, still, but perhaps
Yeah.
I hope it's a definite yes though. And I'll be.
Yes.
I told him to. I told him to. I'm honored to be part of it,
Yes.
of a life changing, and
Yes.
that's what I go back to. I go
Mhm.
back to the kind of work, in image coaching. Not many people can really see what we do, so that's why I give out personal and professional branding, because I'd love to help you with perhaps ev- everything, everything that you're dealing with in life. So much that we see so many things in social media now,
Right.
how it's a different direct representation. Oh, I want to be like her. I want to be like this. So it really has a lot of, it goes a lot. I flew people to so many
Yeah.
places in their lives, and I'm honored for that.
I like that. I like that a lot. So what would you say has been like your wildest or craziest request that kind of even threw you for a loop because they requested it?
Perhaps it's going to be well, every for me, I want to really point out and see that, not every that okay, it's a challenge, but
Hmm.
there's always a solution to it, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of results, I always tell my clients that the work that I put in should also be the work you should put out too for
Right.
yourself. Even
Right.
though, and the challenge is, I do things online. I can't be with you like 24/7. So you're gonna have to double time on the work too, like mentoring. The challenge that I had, perhaps the recent one, would be having to help my friend's daughter
Hmm.
in terms. So they had, she's a teenager. So there's a lot of things going on, and their love hate relationship with the mother.
Yeah.
Um, maybe if I would share to the viewers, it's been really bad to the point that it's becoming like a physical kind of fight where she refuses to listen to
Yeah.
kind. So and this and her daughter, when I try to talk to her, she just resents me, and she just tells me, I don't know why I'm gonna talk to you. You're a friend of my mom, and I know what you're trying to do to me. Typical kind of, the rebel teen. So I try to like, listen. I try to be her friend. I want to see what it's like to feel that age. And in teenagers, she's 15. In teenagers now, it's so different because the main thing I keep her hearing is what her friends think about her.
Yeah.
What And if she can't get what she wants, and also the childhood trauma that she's kind of having.
Hmm.
So how I deal with that, and still dealing right now, she's still an active client. And
Yeah.
I deal with that is I make her see another side of the world outside her family.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll be 18, my dear. You'll be living alone. You have the
Yeah.
you're gonna choose. You're gonna live in with someone. You're gonna have a future husband. You are become let's become a woman. Let's
Yeah.
Let me help you here. Don't see me as a teacher, because when she see, my mom told me that you're a teacher, and I had to ask my friend, why'd you tell her that? Tell her that. Because I
Yeah.
can't handle her anymore. And it's nice though that my friends asking for my help, because I'm a family member, but I
Hmm.
want I want to bring out a different kind of unbiased perspective. So that's what I do. I try to groom her and shape her to see things differently.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
like
that's
that.
the challenge I have.
Yes, definitely. Teenagers, that was almost enough said. So you said she's a teenager. I'm like, oh, I already get it.
I-
My daughter's a teenager too. It's very difficult.
right, right. But I take it as a challenge. I don't have kids myself yet.
Mhm.
I don't have kids myself, but whenever I love hanging out with teens, because I,
Mhm.
I want to get to know their kind of generation. I've handled all, for people in their 40s and their 50s who still want, a kind of image transformation. That's
Yeah.
really cute though. But I love it when the younger generation comes up to me, because it means that they want to break away from, the modern, like the stigma, the kind of TikTok vids that they see that, violates
Yeah.
violates, their kind of values and the way they think.
Mhm.
So having to deal with the younger generation or teens, it's a challenge for me, but I'm loving the challenge. I
Yeah.
don't know why. A lot of mothers would be like, you can have her.
Yeah.
You can have her. Like, you want her for a day. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
That's good. You're motivated by challenges. So that's very good. If there was one piece of information or a suggestion or recommendation that you could suggest, what would it be?
I would perhaps would the kind of information. Yeah, that's a good question, though. I do have a lot, though, and I build my content on this. Well, perhaps it's going to be that the most expensive investment that you could do would really have to be would be yourself. It's what I mentioned a while ago. The world will never adjust to how we think, how we see, and how we value ourselves.
Mhm.
Almost everyone wouldn't care. But
Yeah.
once we invest so much on ourselves, we are constantly going to meet people from from the day we're even born until the last day of our point in life. We're constantly gonna meet people. It's the way how we present ourselves positively.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe the one thing I know I've said so many things. I'm gonna say it's, wherever you go, whoever you meet, a kind of stranger or a client or everything, is just to be kind.
Yeah.
Spread kindness, and everything, and it helps you. even when people are not and cannot be kind. You
Yes.
know, just move and just we're just gonna have to move and pay it forward. It it's a different kind of, because I always want to see when you be kind in any kind of situation, blessings will always come back. And it's an investment. You invest in your own mind and appearance.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And for anyone who wanted to get in contact with you, what's the best way for them to reach you?
So the best way that they could reach me is they could email me at yourflightstory@gmail.com, or basically you can subscribe into the Styles Consult. I do styles. I work under the Styles Consult too with Jen. You're the last one on image and style coaching. I'm also with the Association of Image Consultants International with the Philippine chapter too, and perhaps interact with me, comment with me in my Instagram, which is the Flight of Style. I have so many channels though, and I just want people to enjoy the kind of content I passionately create for everyone.
No problem. Thank you so much for that. And every website that you have or anything that you have mentioned is also going to be in the show notes as well. So they can definitely go there. Is there anything that maybe I didn't cover that you wanted to mention?
Well, basically, I think we've covered almost everything. It was a really great opportunity. Maybe I just wanted to make it. I just wanted to make this really smooth in a way that you know having a kind of image, having the kind of this kind of coaching would not only just transform your life for others. It's just gonna give you a deep motivational transformation to yourself. And we want to put out, maybe I just want to say to everyone too that you're gonna have to keep you're gonna have to keep adjusting to this crazy world. And we're gonna have to invest in our own selves, especially the way we appear, behave, and the way we communicate. It's still the most beautiful part of yourself would always be the way you present yourself with kindness. So that's
Yeah.
probably the last thing I'm just gonna say, Robin. I appreciate being here, and it's all about healing, and it's all about healing. We're gonna have to look back. We're gonna have to see the reason behind things, and it's always with beauty. Maybe just something I kind of thought about too a while ago, like why is it like when people usually when they want to heal,
Yeah.
they come from a breakup or from a terrible situation.
Mhm.
Majority of people do a transformation. They do their hair.
Yeah.
They do a transformation, and it's part of healing. It is.
Yeah.
A lot of people may not see that, but it's all about healing. Like technically it's the and basically it's the name of your podcast. And
Yeah.
image transformation is a healing, and it's something that you value yourself.
Yeah.
So that's
I
I
like
don't
that so
know.
much.
Right? I mean, we've all been through that. I've been through that too. I had long hair. I had to snip it short, just to make me feel happy, to make me feel better for myself, and definitely not for others.
Yes, I love that. The image transformation is part of healing. I love that. Thank you so much, Kimmy.
Oh, thank you to Robin for allowing me to show what I can do for you and for everyone tuning in. Especially, I hope that not just to get clients or not, you can always, try. I hope that I said things in a different kind of approach where you could see it in a different view.
Yes.
Image all about healing,
Yeah.
healing.
Thank you so much. And again, everyone, thank you again. I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast.
Again, I'm your host, Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. If you're navigating grief, toxic relationships, trauma, financial pressure, or the slow work of rebuilding after setback piled upon setback, this channel is for you. Our community now spans 118 countries, proof that real stories travel and that healing accelerates when we carry one another. Share your story, lend your voice, and let grace turn pain into purpose. Book your podcast in the link below and share your story. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good evening, and good night. Stay blessed.